It's Tiger Baseball on 102.3 FM. Join us this spring for Waynesville Tiger Baseball as they make their way through the spring season in the Ozark Conference and selected other games against the Frisco Leaguers and more. Tiger Baseball brought to you by the Bank of Crocker, Memorial Chapels of Waynesville, St. Robert, and Richland, Ed Morris Ford, Shelter Insurance Agents Dave Holliday in Richland, and John Gregory in Crocker. Security Banks of Pulaski County, Paul's Furniture Outlet, St. Robert Auto Supply, Domino's Pizza of St. Robert, the Marys County Bank, Phelps Health, Lowe's Chevrolet, and Rivard Heating and Cooling. Let's play ball with your Waynesville Tigers.
And a very good afternoon to you and yours here at Birmingham Field in Springfield, Missouri, where we are just a few minutes away from getting going tonight's road game. Waynesville Tiger Baseball taking on the Hillcrest Hornets. Connor Harbor here with you today, KOZQ 102.3. Yes, it is a road game today. It was not supposed to be a road game. It was supposed to be a home game played in Waynesville. Of course, as most of you probably know, the weather, it got a little wacky yesterday. Lots of rain, lots of moisture on the field. Of course, dirt infield never really stood a chance. So due to those field conditions, we are playing here today in Springfield at Duke Birmingham Field in Hillcrest on what is a very, very, very cold day today. Of course, it is not necessarily the temperature per se. It is just about, I believe, 40 degrees or so. So we are above the freezing line. The problem is the wind. Occasionally the wind coming blowing in from left field here today, and it's given quite the shiver. But we're going to make it through here today. Not my first rodeo out in the cold weather. We will be all right, and hopefully we'll get some good baseball today between two teams trying to pick up some early season wins. Today you're looking at Waynesville 2-2 on the season, taking on a 1-6 Hillcrest squad. So both teams really starting to both teams starting to get into kind of the swing of things here. Hillcrest, they've played a lot of tough opponents. Waynesville, we're still kind of waiting to see where they're going to even out here. Have played a couple teams that are still hunting for wins themselves. Have played a couple good teams early on in the season. Suffered a couple defeats there, but Waynesville has a chance today to get above 500. So like I said, we're getting going here most likely about 4:30. Looks like this one is going to start on time here today. So let's go ahead and take a quick break. We'll come back here in a few moments, and we'll go over Waynesville's first 4 games today. It's been a while since you and I have last talked. Of course, Waynesville, not really all their fault. Of course, we had some road games here and there, some cancellations and the whatnot, so we'll get you all caught up and ready to go. But hey, we're back in a few minutes. You are listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball right here on Z102.3.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The dealership everyone loves doing business with, and that's Seeger Toyota of St. Robert. Having the all-new Tacomas arriving daily, and a low-rate story you will love, beginning with new Tundras that come with a rate-killing incentive of 2.25% for 48 months, 4.75% for 60 months on 24 Highlanders, RAV4s, Corollas, and Camry gas models. 55 years of experience means you can count on Seeger to take care of both you and your car. Seeger Toyota of St. Robert next to Walmart or 24/7 at SeegerToyota.net.
With approved credit through TFS, pro model not included. 113 years and still going strong. That's the Bank of Crocker, who opened their doors in 1911 when Crocker was a small railroad town. And while they're still a small town, banking services from the Bank of Crocker are as modern as any financial institutions in the big cities. Android and Apple mobile banking apps let you do your banking from anywhere around the globe. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is just a click away. They've also added branches in Waynesville, St. Robert, and Richland through the years. It's a world apart from what it was back in 1911, but the personal hometown banking service has not changed. The Bank of Crocker, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
What if you stepped out of the picture tonight? How would you want to be remembered? And who would make decisions about planning your funeral service? This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. We help families create meaningful services that respect and honor the memory of their loved one's life. At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, we offer our support and guidance when your family needs us the most.
At Ed Morris Ford in St. Robert, we've got your back when it comes to saving money on vehicles. That's because we have outstanding deals and a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Cars, trucks, SUVs, they're all priced to move today. Get big cash rebates and low financing that will save you thousands. Plus, you'll get the best customer service possible. To save big, make it by Ed Morris Ford in St. Robert or visit edmorrisfordstrobert.com and get backed by Morris today.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
For a free insurance review,
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
And once again, back here at Dick Birmingham Field in Springfield, just off the campus of Hillcrest High School, where we are again just a few minutes away, about 7 minutes away, somewhere thereabouts, from getting going today's varsity baseball contest. The Waynesville Tigers on the road, taking on the Hillcrest Hornets. Connor Harbert here again with you today, Z102.3. Glad you could join me here for some afternoon baseball. A game I didn't really quite know if it was going to happen or not. Of course, we were talking about the rain in Waynesville yesterday, pretty much from morning to night. Of course, the temperature as well, definitely not helping things there. Was pretty much going to write this one off as a cancellation, but then the email came in about 9:30 today. Hey, this game's just being moved to Hillcrest. I got on the phone, called the Hillcrest AD, and got us all set up here for this one. Of course, you know me, love calling some Waynesville baseball, love calling Waynesville sports in general, so we weren't going to let this one slip from our grasp here today. So again, Waynesville trying to get above 500 here today. They come into this game with a record of 2-2. Last time out, it was a win. Of course, we didn't have that game for you. It was on the road at Osage, but they did go to Osage and win that one by 8. 15-7. Waynesville in their wins this season. They have scored a lot of runs. In their losses, it's been a little bit tougher. Of course, the loss to Capital City just the day before, 13-0, but also you have the win over Lakeway, that Saturday game in Lakeway, 17-2, and then again that 13-1 loss to Conway to start the season. But a big opportunity here for Waynesville. Of course, Hillcrest, quality program, trying to pick up some wins themselves, coming into this game with a record of 1-6, but they've also played some quality programs, of course, in the Springfield area, and of course, extended out past that point. Lots of good baseball teams here in this particular area. But last time out, just yesterday actually, we're playing at Logan Rogersville, 14-3 loss there for the Hornets. Before that, we're at the Roy B. Shaver Classic Tournament. 4 losses there in that one over 3 days. Losses to Aurora, Carthage, Stratford, and Purdy there as well. Their one win did come back on March the 19th. That was a 9-8 win over Reeds Springs. Also a list to Republic here this season. So yeah, as you can see, Republic, they have not Republic, but how about Hillcrest? Hillcrest has played a lot more games in Waynesville here this season, but they are 1-6 on the year. Of course, I.O. has been taken by both of our squads, so we should actually get our starting lineups here in just a few moments. Let's go over it ourselves, however. Let's go ahead and take a look first at your visitors today, which are going to be the Waynesville Tigers. Of course, I overheard a conversation before the game. Waynesville was offered to be the home team in this matchup because it was supposed to be a home game for Waynesville. Of course, Coach Wise said, nah, we are on the road. It is your guys' host, so we're going to let you guys be the home team today. So Waynesville will be up to the plate first. Batting leadoff for him today will be the shortstop. That is Jackson Goforth. And then following that up, batting second today will be your left fielder in Carson Sutphin. Batting third today, man on the mound, that is Ethan Heberling. Batting cleanup today will be the designated hitter in Isaac Martinez. Then batting fifth will be your third baseman, Hunter Althusius. Batting sixth today, center fielder Justin Zuber. Batting seventh is the right fielder, Cody Cullen. Batting eighth today, second baseman Luke Cassidy. And finally, batting ninth today, that will be first baseman Mason Thompson. Man in the field today, not batting, but in the field, that is the man behind the plate, catcher Dylan Pelkey, here today. Of course, Waynesville again 2-2, and they are coached by Trent Wise. Now we take a look at Hillcrest's lineup. Of course, Hillcrest again playing the home team here today, so they will be out in the field batting leadoff for him today. That'll be their catcher. That'll be Austin Miller. Then batting second will be the center fielder Ethan Lewis. Batting third baseman Holton Pyle. Batting cleanup today will be the shortstop in Leighton Herman. He had a home run in last year's game between these two teams. I was reminded of that here today, and Of course, flashback to it, that was a moonshot, if I remember, over the left field fence. But he's batting cleanup here today. Batting fifth will be the pitcher in Jackson Miller. Batting sixth will be the second baseman, Jaden Brown. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Hunter Bussard. Batting eighth will be the left fielder in Harrison Parkin. And then finally, batting ninth is your right fielder in Turner Young. That means there is a man out in the field for Hillcrest. Not hitting today, first baseman Jesse Askin. So, again, your lineup for Waynesville today: Goforth, Sutphin, Heberling, Martinez, Althusius, Zuber, Cullen, Cassidy, and Thompson. As Waynesville again hunts for that third win of the year. Let's go ahead and take ourselves one more timeout. When we come back, it will be time for baseball here today. Waynesville up to the plate on a cold Tuesday afternoon. It's Waynesville and Hillcrest. You're listening to Tiger Baseball here on Z102.3.
Appliances. If you're needing appliances, come by Paul's Furniture. We've got the big name brands like Frigidaire, Maytag, Amana. They're all in stock and ready to go. Even the big box stores will make you wait weeks and weeks and weeks to get your appliances. We've got them here in stock, ready to go with free delivery and setup. If you're needing appliances, come by Paul's Furniture. We've got the big name brands like Frigidaire, Maytag, Amana. They're all in stock and ready to go. Even the big box stores will make you wait weeks and weeks and weeks to get your appliances. We're known for great deals in furniture. We've got great deals in appliances as well.
Make sure you're comfortable year-round. At Rivard Heating and Cooling, we offer a Comfort Club Climate Control System warranty plan to keep your system up and running at its best. Receive a heating and cooling tune-up and cleaning twice per year for one low cost. Sign up now and make sure your AC is working at its best before those hot and humid Missouri days arrive. We are not comfortable until you are. Rivard Heating and Cooling, an independent American Standard heating and cooling air conditioning dealer. 417-531-3551 or go online rivardheatingandcooling.com.
Lawn and garden batteries are on sale because grass cutting and gardening season are upon us. Napa Lawn and Garden batteries are 10% off at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Springtime also brings the rain, and your Napa Parts store has Trico wiper blades on sale at $16 a pair. Similar savings on Rain-X and Napa wiper blades. Many Armor All products are on sale to keep it clean, as well as Blaster Penetrant white lithium grease and industrial strength silicone lubricants. Savings good until the end of the month and 7 days a week at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply, off Missouri Avenue.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football.
Basketball is my game.
But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert is the pizza during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Try Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard. Looking for a great career? Domino's Pizza St. Robert is hiring all positions. Apply online at jobs.dominos.com.
Is your doctor unavailable? Are you sick but can't make it to your provider's office or walk-in clinic? Not feeling well while traveling? Access on-demand care 24/7 with the Phelps Health Key Care Video Visit. Video visits are a great option to treat a wide range of minor medical issues, including allergies, colds, sore throats, sprains, strains, and more. Visit phelpshealth.org to get care now.
Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville is more than a dealership. It's where your Chevy journey begins. From the bold and powerful Silverado, the sleek sophistication of the Malibu, to the dependable Equinox, Lowe Chevrolet has the vehicle to unleash your thrill of driving. Plus, when you choose Lowe Chevrolet, you're not just getting a car, you're getting a family. Your journey begins at Lowe Chevrolet. Online at lowechevy.com and off I-44 at exit 156 in Waynesville.
Tax Pros and More, with locations in St. Robert, Richland, Lebanon, and Jefferson City, offers everything you need to start your brand new business. Don't be afraid of being a sole proprietorship and starting your own company, because you can always grow and hire later. The experts at Tax Pro and More are here to help answer any questions and make the transition extra smooth. Tax Pros and More also specializes in tax return filing, planning, bookkeeping, and financial statement analysis for your business, as well as other payroll services. Call us today and we can help. 573-451-2229.
Action Automotive in St. Robert is your locally owned and operated full-service mechanic shop, offering affordable same-day services, oil changes starting at $55. Local owners Evan and Caitlin York want to earn your business. Call or stop by today. They can get your vehicle fixed and back on the road in no time. Action Automotive Services, located at 128 April Drive. Call 336-8875. Next to Best Friends Animal Hospital. Action Automotive, proud to service the Pulaski County Ambulance and Fire District.
Jackson Miller, starting pitcher for the Hillcrest Hornets, warming up as we are about to get going here today here at Dick Birmingham Field, just off the campus of Hillcrest High School. Of course, you can see the football field off in the distance. Of course, you can see believe it is some sort of fairground facility out in left field, but it is a picturesque day, or a picturesque field, I guess I should say. Not the best day for some high school baseball, but we're going to get through it all right here today. So no anthem means we're getting going here just a few minutes after the halfway point of the hour as Jackson Goforth will get things started here for Waynesville. He'll bat, of course, from the right-hand side today, again facing the pitcher, Jackson Miller. It's Connor Harbin here with you today, Z102.3. Glad to join you here. Of course, as the Waynesville Tigers, they're going to go ahead and finish up the national anthem themselves over there. They got it done, so let's go ahead and get it going. So Goforth will soon step in the box here. Looks like they are having a little bit of a discussion here. Home plate umpire and Goforth. Looks like those armbands and the whatnot. Nope, actually it's a belt issue, but we should be getting going here. Waynesville 2-2 on the season. Chance to surpass their season win total here tonight. Of course, coming off of a 2-22 season last year. So trying not only to get above 500, but trying to surpass that win total. So we are ready to go. Goforth will step on in. And again, he'll face the left-handed Jackson Miller. Miller throwing to Miller today. First pitch. It's going to be a one-hopper here, and that's ball one. Bounced well in front of the plate on that first pitch of the night. Again, about 40 degrees. Temperature by itself isn't too bad. It is the wind that is the killer. Next pitch, that one's going to be swung on and fouled off to the left. And the count evens up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Turf infield here at Hillcrest. Grass in the outfield. Part of the reason why this game was definitely still played today. That turf infield. No dirt to be seen. Here's a swing. Maybe chased a pitch outside. Going to bounce down the first base side. It is going to drift foul, though. Austin Miller behind the plate today for Hillcrest. He'll pick it up. And the count will be 1-2. Again, Goforth, Sutphin, Heberling, your top 3 hitters today. Goforth will be playing it short in the bottom half of the inning. Sutphin out in left today, and of course Heberling on the mound for our second straight broadcast. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, that time missed outside. Might have been the same spot he swung at last pitch. This time he held off, though, and the count evens up 2-2. Even count. Next pitch from Miller. That one's going to be lined out towards center field. That's going to get down. Actually, no, it's going to be caught on a hop here. Close play at the plate, but not in time. Goforth will beat out a single. Thought that ball had a little more juice than it ended up having. It actually almost turned into a 6-3 ground out. But Goforth is able to hustle down the line and get there for Waynesville's first base hit of the night. So a good start for the Tigers. We'll see if they can keep the line moving here. Here's left fielder Carson Sutphin. Sutphin also a right-handed batter. Look over to Goforth. First pitch, well high. Ball 1. Of course, Miller, the left-hander on the mound here. Don't see too many lefties. We've seen a couple of them this year. Saw one in Lakeway as well, Connor Harrison. Not as rare as I'm making it sound here. Next pitch, outside, ball 2. So Sutphin will get ahead in the count here. 2 balls, no strikes. As he steps in here. Another look over to first. 2-0 pitch. Swung on, fouled off behind us. Into the trees it goes. 2-1. Sitting just to the right of home plate tonight. Getting out in the elements. Good size crowd on hand, despite the temperatures. Spent a little bit of time talking amongst the populace. But the common thread is everybody's bundled up and tucked in today. Lots of blankets. 2-1 pitch. Goforth taking off here. Pitch is going to miss the zone. Throw down to second. Not in time. And Goforth has himself a stolen base. Finds himself now in scoring position. Count at the plate, meanwhile. 3 balls, 1 strike. So first base now unoccupied here. But Waynesville does get that man in scoring position. Now time's going to be called. As Austin Miller will head up to the mound for a brief moment. Very brief. Already back into position. First of 2 broadcasts this week. Just a reminder. Hopefully back at home on Thursday. Waynesville taking on West Plains. Going to play host to the Zizzers. Here's the 3-1 now to Sutphin. Fouled it off to the right. We'll get our game's first full count here. Last time we talked, that was all the way back on March 16th. We're supposed to play Marshfield last Tuesday, but due to some scheduling conflicts, that game didn't actually happen. So it's been about 10 days. Payoff pitch. Here's a swing. Long fly ball into right center, but playable. Goforth will hold at second. Catch is going to be made out and right. Turner Young able to run it down. That's out number 1. A sky-high fly ball for out number 1. Sutphin's retired. And that does bring us to the left-handed hitter, Ethan Heberling. So Heberling going to bat from the left-hand side. Get a lefty v lefty matchup. Those are considerably more rare. But of course we know Heberling, he'll throw with the right when we get to the bottom half of the inning. First pitch. Runs inside here. Heberling will turn away. Ball 1. Heberling pitched against Lakeway. Had himself a shutout going through most of that contest. Of course, turned into a 4-inning game. Gave up that solo home run. Ended the shutout dreams. He takes a pitch on the upper half of the zone here for strike 1. Of course, then turned around, gave up a second run, but still earned the win in that 17-2 affair. Of course, that was also the Hornets. The Hillcrest Hornets, 1-1 pitch now. In front of the plate it goes, 2-1. We'll see Lakeway again later on in the year. Next week, we've got a couple Frisco League matchups for you. We got Dixon and Crocker on April the 1st. And hopefully we can follow that up with Licking Iberia on the 5th. So Monday, Friday next week. 2-1 the count. Next pitch. Here's a hard fly ball out and towards center. Backing up on it is Lewis. That's going to get over his head. That might score Waynesville's first run of the day. They're going to round third. Here comes Goforth. Play at the plate is not going to be in time. It's an RBI double for Ethan Heberling, and Waynesville takes a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. Heberling caught that one square and sent that over the center fielder's head. And that was plenty for Goforth to get around. Now we'll have a pinch runner here. Trying to catch a number here. Looks like that is going to be Owen Schick to run here for Waynesville. So Schick will run here for Heberling in what is now a 1-0 game. Here's designated hitter Isaac Martinez. Martinez batting from the right-hand side. He's swinging away on the first pitch, but this is a high fly ball. This one's playable. Left fielder underneath. That's Harrison Parkin. Catches it. Out number 2.
Isaac Martinez flying out the left field.
So Martinez is put away here in one pitch. And with the man still hanging out on second here, it's third baseman Hunter Althusius. Althusius again batting 5th in the lineup today. First pitch, takes it, called strike 1. Batting from the right-hand side. Behind the count here, 0-1. Miller again comes set. A look back over the left shoulder. The pitch, breaking ball here, missed. 1-1. 2 outs, man on second. Top of the first. 1-1 now from Miller. Fouled it off behind us over the press box. 1-2. Of course, mentioned earlier, lots of Frisco League broadcasts this year, planned anyway. Obviously, beholden to the weather and whatnot. We'll see Richland and Newburgh later on this month. Crocker and Plato. So on and so forth. 2-strike pitch, called strike 3. Althusius knew it, and that will end the inning. But an RBI double for Ethan Heberling puts Waynesville out in front. They lead after the first half here at 1-0. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. Bottom of the first incoming. You're listening to Tiger Baseball here on Z102.3.
If your heating and air exchange is not working properly, it might be time for an upgrade or an overhaul. AirServe Heating and Air in Waynesville is a full-service heating and air company. Allergy season is upon us, and AirServe offers indoor quality solutions. From the simple and efficient duct cleaning to replacing an old unit with an energy-efficient one. There's free estimates and financing options, so you know the cost before you start. Call 433-3613 or stop by the office at 505 Historic 66 in West Waynesville. AirServe in Waynesville, locally owned and operated by your neighbors.
You didn't think it would get this far. It was an innocent mistake. Your attorney will fix things eventually, but right now you got a bigger problem. You need $5,000 to get out of jail, and you don't have a clue how to get it.
Angie Hale Bail Bonds. Compassionate, professional, and serving you 24/7. When legal trouble strikes, call 573-855-4733. That's 573-855-4733. Angie Hale Bail Bonds. Historic Route 66, Waynesville.
From short stacks to family memories. From cuddly companions to outdoor adventures. The Bank of Missouri is here for all of life's moments. As a local community bank, we work closely with our customers to understand their priorities and the changes that affect their finances. So whether you need us to be the bank of pancake breakfasts, the bank of new best friends, or the bank of fireside memories, the Bank of Missouri can help you live well, bank well.
They're ready for the spring turkey season at Post Pawn in the Gateway Shopping Center in St. Robert. And if you're not, stop by. Post Pawn has just what you need in the way of guns and ammo to bag that gobbler. And Post Pawn also has a nice supply of crossbows. You'll find hunting supplies like knives and arrows and new and used military clothing, rain and cold weather gear as well. Post Pawn still does transfer fees on guns shipped to Post Pawn or if you sell your firearm to another. They are your Pulsar and Rick's Thermal Scope headquarters and always offer 90-day layaway. For well over 50 years, Post Pawn has been the place to go for hunting supplies for all seasons, and they special order too. Post Pawn, more than just a first-rate pawn store, in the Gateway Shopping Center just outside the main gate of Fort Wood.
Austin Miller stands in. He's swinging away first pitch. High fly ball sent out towards center field. Hard charging it is going to be the center fielder, Zuber, but he can't make the grab. Bottom of the first will start out with an error, as Miller will reach first base. Connor Harbert here with you, Z102.3. Waynesville puts up the first run of the game here. They lead 1-0, but Hillcrest already a man aboard here. Only took 1 pitch. Of course, assisted by the error. Ethan Heberling again on the mound here. Here's another line drive out toward right, but this one's going to hook foul. Miller, Lewis, Pyle. The 3 to bat here for the Hornets. Hornets to Hillcrest. Haven't seen a non-Hornets in quite some time, but before we get to our next pitch here, the 0-1, a meeting between catcher and pitcher. Dylan Pelkey behind the mound, of course, or should I say behind the plate. Heberling on the mound, Thompson over at first, Cassidy at second. Go forth at short, Althusius over at third. The outfield, Sutphin, he's in left, Zuber in center, Cullen in right. 0-1 pitch now, hard ground ball over to short. Could be 2. They're going to have to make the throw over to first instead. And they're going to get him. Got him by a step. They briefly looked for 2. Couldn't get it. So Miller will move on over to second. But Lewis is thrown out 6-3. Good decision there by Goforth. Not trying to force the double play. Saw he didn't have the play. Just simply goes to first and gets that out. So 1 down now. Man in scoring position. Potential tying run here. Here's third baseman Holton Pyle. Fly ball sent out toward right. Foul territory, might be playable. Nope, it's over the fence. Now to play, 0-1. Plenty plenty of territory in foul territory if they hang one out there. Of course, dimension-wise, nothing too crazy here in Hillcrest. Of course, they don't have the markers out there, but they do have a very tall center field fence. Very hard to get one out over there. 0-1 pitch now to Pyle. Another hard line drive. Hillcrest definitely finding a lot of contact early in this game. But again, it's foul here, 0-2. So again, Heberling working out of the stretch. Well ahead in the count, 0-2. Here's a soft ground ball back to the mound here. Heberling has it. Going to throw it off to first. Into the glove of Thompson, out number 2. Meanwhile, though, Miller does move on over to third. So 2 straight ground outs, but that lead runner continues to advance. Standing just 90 feet away. Here's your cleanup hitter, Leighton Herman. Like I said, I mentioned Herman in the pregame, or during the lineups. Kid had a moonshot in last year's contest between these two teams. Over the left field fence. Here's a big swing on the first pitch. Missed it, though. 0-1. Waynesville obviously looking to avoid that here. They try to hold this lead into the second. 1-0. Here's a swing. Fly ball out of play. Up and into the wilderness. 0-2. Heberling throwing strikes so far. In all honesty, should be in the second. But unfortunately, that error has made things a little more interesting. 0-2. There's a one-hopper. Good job by Pelkey behind the plate to keep it in front of him here. 1-2. And again, from the things we've seen from Waynesville this year, keeping the ball in front of them and ultimately making defensive plays is going to be instrumental here. That game against Conway, lots of errors. Looking for the upper outside corner here, but missed it outside. 2-2. Had 5 errors in that game against Conway. Of course, don't necessarily know what happened in that game against Capital City. Obviously hung 15 against Osage. Next 2-strike pitch. Another fly ball off to the right and out of play. So we'll do it again here, 2-2. Herman with the bright pink bat. The bright pink gloves as well. Lots of bright colors on the field today. Get all art student for a moment. Here's the 2-2. Fly ball sent out toward the right, but it's actually going to be handled. No, it's not going to be handled, and that's going to allow a run to score. That bounced off the glove of the second baseman, Cassidy. It's a second error in the inning, and we're all tied up at 1. So Miller comes home to score that leadoff error, and another error will bring him in to score. So Waynesville, they're very much their own worst enemy here. As Herman now stands over on first. Here's Jackson Miller. First pitch, going to sail to the backstop here. Hard bounce off the backstop, but that's still going to allow him to advance. Hard turnaround second, but Herman's going to stay right there. In all honesty, Waynesville should have had 4 outs here in these first 4 at-bats. But you got to make the play. 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch here to Miller. Tying tight this time. 2-0. Big thank you to all of our sponsors for joining us for today's broadcast. We'll go through the list here when I get back to the top. Can't see all of them right now. 2-0. High this time as well, 3-0. First base is occupied, so that lead runner won't move on a free pass. Still, though, don't really want to put men on first and second. That leadoff runner again over on second after the pass ball. Next pitch. That one's down the pipe, taken all the way. 3-1. So 3-1, but still a hitter's count. Next pitch from Heberling. That one's inside. That's going to be ball 4. First walk of the night given up by Heberling. And here is second baseman Jaden Brown. Brown batting from the right-hand side. Straightaway stance. Again, men on first and second, 2 outs, tied up 1 apiece. First pitch, too high, 1-0. And Waynesville picked up their run in the top half of the first. RBI double for Heberling. Here's a pickoff throw to first. Close, but not in time. We'll continue to wait the 1-0. Heberling going to shake off one look. Now comes set. 1-0. Line drive out towards center. Giving chase is Cassidy, and he makes the catch. So Cassidy will lay out and makes a great defensive play to end the inning. So unfortunately, some misfired defensive plays allows a run to score, but Cassidy at least comes back and prevents what might have been another run. 1 run on no hits. There were 2 errors. There was also 2 runners left on base. Into the second we go. All knotted up here at 1 apiece. You're listening to Tiger Baseball here on Z102.3.
Security Bank of Pulaski County, locally owned and operated, vested in our communities. When you call, we answer. No automated voice. We care enough to talk to you. Security Bank offers online banking, mobile deposit and bill pay, person-to-person transfer, and secure checking plus business loans, commercial loans, SBA for veterans, and agricultural loans for livestock and crops. Security Bank of Pulaski County with 2 locations, 110 Lynn Street in Waynesville and 102 Carson Boulevard in St. Robert. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The dealership everyone loves doing business with, and that's Seeger Toyota of St. Robert. Having the all-new Tacomas arriving daily, and a low-rate story you will love, beginning with new Tundras that come with a rate-killing incentive of 2.25% for 48 months, 4.75% for 60 months on 24 Highlanders, RAV4s, Corollas, and Camry gas models. 55 years of experience means you can count on Seeger to take care of both you and your car. Seeger Toyota of St. Robert next to Walmart or 24/7 at SeegerToyota.net.
With approved credit through TFS, pro model not included.
A comebacker to the mound starts us off here in the top of the second. Justin Zuber going to be retired 1-3 here. 1-1 top of the second. So Waynesville already working with 1 out here. Connor Harbert, Z102.3. Cody Coleman going to settle in. Coleman batting from the right-hand side, batting in the 7th slot today. So Waynesville tries to reclaim that lead. Going to watch the first pitch inside here, 1-0. Again, it was 6, 7, and 8. 6 is gone. 7's at the plate. Luke Cassidy now stands on deck. If we go any farther than that, Mason Thompson hitting in the 9 slot today. 1-1 pitch now. Ground ball over toward third. That's going to get by the glove of Pyle. Picked up, though, by Herman. His throw is not going to be in time, though, and it'll be an error here on Pyle. So Coleman going to reach base. That's Hillcrest's first error of the day.
Second baseman, number 9.
And Waynesville's got that potential go-ahead run here in the second for second baseman Luke Cassidy. Waynesville 2 hits today, coming in that first inning. Now hitting the Hornets in this game, but still very early on. Here's a pop fly behind us. 0-1. Cassidy, of course. And that great play to end the bottom half of the first. Diving stop over at second. Fortunately also had the error that allowed the run to score. But ultimately, all comes out in the wash in the end. 0-1. Next pitch from Miller. Jackson Miller outside. 1-1. No changes defensively for Hillcrest. Here and again, a 1-1 ball game. One's all over the board here. Next pitch, going to look to bunt here. Missed it, but the ball did get on by here, allowing Cullen to move on over to second. Just looking to move that runner forward, but did miss the contact. 1-2 now here on Cassidy. But Cullen does stand over on second, now in scoring position. Miller look to second, the 1-2. Breaking ball is high, 2-2. Came across at the lettering, it looks like. 2-2. Even count, the pitch. That time outside, full count, 3-2. So on deck again, that would be Mason Thompson. After that, it's top to the lineup. Jackson Goforth waiting on in the dugout right now. Full count, payoff pitch incoming. Swing, ground ball, but foul. We'll do it again. So a second try at 3-2. Comes setting the payoff pitch this time once more. Is going to be foul tipped in the glove. That's going to be strike 3. So Austin Miller able to hang on. Second strikeout of the game for Jackson Miller. And there's 2 down. Runner still on second. First baseman Mason Thompson. Thompson trying to keep the inning alive here, batting from the right. First pitch to him here. Going to watch it go by below the knees here, 1-0. Cloudy day, of course. Very similar, as is in Waynesville. Here's a swing, pot fly, but this one's playable. Hard charging in his pile, but also going after his Miller, but he can't make the grab on it. Slid hard into the concrete there, but he's already back up. We'll move on here, but that is going to be strike 1. Pyle originally charged in on that one. Play was definitely for Miller to handle, but just couldn't slide into it there. So the count evens up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Thompson able to stay alive. The next offering now is going to be a ground ball over to second. Brown will scoop it up over to Askin at first, and that will end the inning. So Waynesville gets a runner on the error, but ultimately nothing comes to pass here. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 runner left on base. Bottom of the second here at Dick Birmingham Field in Springfield. You're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
113 years and still going strong. That's the Bank of Crocker, who opened their doors in 1911 when Crocker was a small railroad town. And while they're still a small town, banking services from the Bank of Crocker are as modern as any financial institutions in the big cities. Android and Apple mobile banking apps let you do your banking from anywhere around the globe. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is just a click away. They've also added branches in Waynesville, St. Robert, and Richland through the years. It's a world apart from what it was back in 1911, but the personal hometown banking service has not changed. The Bank of Crocker, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
What if you stepped out of the picture tonight? How would you want to be remembered? And who would make decisions about planning your funeral service? This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. We help families create meaningful services that respect and honor the memory of their loved one's life. At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, we offer our support and guidance when your family needs us the most.
At Ed Morris Ford in St. Robert, we've got your back when it comes to saving money on vehicles. That's because we have outstanding deals and a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Cars, trucks, SUVs, they're all priced to move today. Get big cash rebates and low financing that will save you thousands. Plus, you'll get the best customer service possible. To save big, make it by Ed Morris Ford in St. Robert or visit edmorrisfordstrobert.com and get backed by Morris today.
Hunter Boussard leading things off here for Hillcrest. Bottom of the second here in Springfield. First pitch outside here, 1-0. Connor Harbit with you today. Z102.3. Hopefully you're having yourself a lovely Tuesday today. Hopefully you're also keeping warm. Again, we're only about an hour and 15 away from Waynesville, so it's not like I'm in a completely different world here. Cold pretty much no matter where you go today. 1-0 pitch delivered on the corner here. Count evens up 1-1. Again, 7, 8, and 9 here for Hillcrest. No hits for the Hornets, but we're still able to pick up a run on 2 Waynesville errors. 1-1 here from Ethan Heberling. Here's a ground ball to short. Goforth going to play it on a hop. Good throw over to first, and that's out number 1. Goforth to Thompson for out number 1. 6-3 the play. Second put out of the game for Goforth. And here is left fielder Harrison Parkin. Great choice of walk-up music. I wish I was a baller. I wish I was taller or something like that. First pitch to him, though. In at the knees here, strike 1. Again, big thank you to all of our sponsors. Let's get it in here right now, early in the count. Big thank you to Marys County Bank, Seeger Toyota, the Bank of Crocker, and Waynesville Memorial Chapel. Next pitch, also in there for strike 2. Edmore Ford and St. Robert, Shelter Mutual Insurance, Paul's Furniture, Rivard Heating and Cooling. 0-2. Here's a swing and a miss. Ball's in the dirt, though. Pelkey going to have to try to run it down. It was behind the umpire. Throw to first is not going to be in time. The ball was behind the umpire. Pelkey couldn't get around him. And then the throw just wasn't able in time. So still no hits today here for Hillcrest. But they have a third base runner now. Fourth base runner, apologies. But that will still be the first strikeout of the game here for Heberling. Pickoff throw to first. Not going to be in time here. Parkin dives back. So Turner Young now at the plate here, right fielder. Again, batting ninth, so it's back to the top of the Hillcrest lineup after this. Barring a double play here. First pitch to him, drops it in there, strike 1. Thank you to St. Robert Auto Supply, Domino's Pizza, Phelps Health, Lowe's Chevrolet, Tax Pros and more, Action Automotive, Air Serve, and Angie Hale Bail Bonds. Next pitch here, the 0-1 from Heberling. Fastball high, 1-1. And of course, also thank you to Bank of Missouri, Post Pond, Security Bank, and of course, Misha for making all of high school sports possible. One ball, one strike here, and 1 out. The ground out to begin the inning. Next pitch, ground ball left side, but this one's going to go foul. Play on a hop by Coach Wise here. And he'll toss it on in. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Heberling now ahead in the count. Here again on the number 9 hitter, Turner Young. Looking for a second straight strikeout here. Looking for that out number 2, though. Here is the pitch. Fastball high. Taking off, though. That's going to be the runner. The throw down to second was there. But it wasn't thrown accurate enough. Sliding on in there was Parkin, and now Goforth is still down out there. Parkin took off well late. The throw in, one hopped. Caught Goforth on the chest. And they'll check him on him out there. Let's go ahead and take a quick break here. Start with a minute. We'll see where we go from there. But again, 1-1 here in the bottom of the second. We're back in a little bit. You're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
For a free insurance review,
for auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
Appliances. If you're needing appliances, come by Paul's Furniture. We've got the big name brands like Frigidaire, Maytag, Amana. They're all in stock and ready to go. Even the big box stores will make you wait weeks and weeks and weeks to get your appliances. We've got them here in stock, ready to go with free delivery and setup. If you're needing appliances, come by Paul's Furniture. We've got the big name brands like Frigidaire, Maytag, Amana. They're all in stock and ready to go. Even the big box stores will make you wait weeks and weeks and weeks to get your appliances. We're known for great deals in furniture. We've got great deals in appliances as well.
Make sure you're comfortable year-round. At Rivard Heating and Cooling, we offer a Comfort Club climate control system warranty plan to keep your system up and running at its best. Receive a heating and cooling tune-up and cleaning twice per year for one low cost. Sign up now and make sure your AC is working at its best before those hot and humid Missouri days arrive. We are not comfortable until you are. Rivard Heating and Cooling, an independent American Standard heating and cooling air conditioning dealer. 417-531-3551 or go online rivardheatingandcooling.com.
Well, Jackson Goforth, again, the injured Tiger on the play. He's come out of the game, so there are some defensive arrangements here. But meanwhile, 2-strike pitch. Here to Turner Young's going to be popped up. Backing up on it's Thompson, but that's off his glove. Another Waynesville error. Runner's going to move on over to third here. Waynesville already now up to 3 errors here in the top of the second. By that, I mean the bottom of the second, but that does put runners at the corners here with 1 out. That time, the error is going to be on Thompson here. So back to the top of the order we go here. Again, we do have some changes here. Luke Cassidy now over at third. Jonas Saar now playing at second. He's your new player into the ball game. Hunter Althusius now playing at short. So a few adjustments in the infield. Again, it looked like it was Goforth's knee as he came off the field. Again, a collision over at second there. Caught the ball, caught I believe the sliding Harrison Parkin. But just an unfortunate situation there, especially to lose a player like Goforth. 0-1 count here, squaring up to bunt. Pickoff throw back to first. Tag was applied, but not in time. Heberling faked the throw to third, or at least faked the step off to third. Wheeled around and threw off to first, almost. Caught Young over there. But we'll still wait the 0-1 here, too. Again, Austin Miller. Miller looking to bunt, popped it up. Giving chases. Heberling slides and makes the catch. The bunt was popped up. Heberling slid on in and makes a nice play there. Waynesville kind of alternating errors here with stellar stops. That's going to be out number 2. Catch the ball as you should. Catch the ball as you shouldn't, should say. That's hard to say. And then misfire, the ones that you, should catch, for lack of a better word. Don't mean to be harsh. That's just kind of been the way this one's gone. So there are 2 down. Waynesville still a chance to get out of this one. Still runners at the corners, however. And now here is Ethan Lewis. Lewis was a ground out victim first time here. First ball outside the glove here of Pelkey. That's going to be a pass ball. And that'll move the runner over to second. So now 2 runners in scoring position here, but still 2 outs. Really the primary focus here should be Lewis at the plate. 1-0. Fastball high, 2-0. On deck, Holton Pyle. Here comes a 2-0 now. Down the middle, hard fly ball out into center. That's going to get down. That'll score at least 1. They're going to look for 2. Both runs will come in to score, and it's 3-1 now in favor of Hillcrest. So they drop third strike, and the error on the first baseman come back to hurt Waynesville here, as it's a 2 RBI single for Ethan Lewis. Neither of those runs are going to be earned, but that ultimately doesn't matter. That's only stats. What matters is that Hillcrest has the lead here. That's their first hit of the game. First pitch here to Holton Pyle. Misses low, ball 1. Waynesville now needs to try to minimize the damage here. 2 outs. Put that man back over on first here. Next delivery here to Pyle. Gets away from Pelkey once more. Moving on over to second is Lewis. Pyle 0 for 1 today. He grounded out to the pitcher. His first time up. Quick comebacker to the mound that Heberling was able to play. The 2-0 now. Caught the upper half of the zone that time. 2-1. Sun's starting to poke out a little bit. Out in right field. Here's the 2-1. Fly ball outside here. By that I mean outside the ballpark, 2-2. So after a 2-0 count, couple of back-to-back strikes here. 2's on the board. Looking for his second strikeout of the game. Heberling will come set. Look back to Althusius covering second and the pitch. Low and away, ball 3. Full count, first base unoccupied here. But the cleanup hitter on deck. Might just end the inning here. Payoff pitch on its way. Held off on the pitch again, low and away, ball 4. Second walk here. And there are runners on first and second for cleanup hitter Leighton Herman. Herman sent a short fly ball out toward right last time up, but it was mishandled by the second baseman. At the time, that was Cassidy. He was left stranded, though, over on second. First pitch in there, strike 1 called. Oh, 1 pitch. That time high, 1-1. 7th batter of the inning here for Hillcrest. Again, 2 runs across. Hornets now lead this one 3-1. Pickoff throw to first. Almost too wide for Thompson. Makes a nice grab over there. But we'll just come back for the 1-1. Even then, Pyle able to dive back safely. Next pitch to Herman. Outside that time here. 2-1. That one definitely close, but ultimately no cigar. Heberling behind in the count once more here, 2-1. Next pitch. Again, just outside here, 3-1. Maybe being squeezed a bit here. But now we have ourselves a hitter's count. A walk loads the bases here. Here's the 3-1. Outside again, same spot, 3 straight pitches. At least he's consistent behind the plate today, but that does load him up here. So 2 straight walks have loaded up the bases. Feels like a big spot here in this ball game. Here's pitcher Jackson Miller. First pitch below the knees here, it's ball 1. Again, Waynesville, defensive mistakes. Let this inning go on a little bit longer than it had to. Another pitch inside here, 2-0. The ground out to start the inning, but then that drop, 3rd strike. Then the error on first. There's your 3 outs right there. Swing and a miss here on the 2-0 pitch that time. Got Miller to swing underneath it there, 2-1. You don't have that pop out to the pitcher. You don't have that RBI single. You're at the plate maybe right now. Next pitch. Here's a pop fly. Left side here. Althusius underneath it. Makes the catch. And that does end the inning. So Hillcrest will leave them loaded, but Not before they pick up 2 more runs. 2 runs coming across on 1 hit. There was 1 error. And there were 3 left on base. That'll move us on into the top of the third now. Waynesville with a little bit of work to do. They trail this one 3-1. You're listening to Tiger Baseball here on Z102.3.
Lawn and garden batteries are on sale because grass cutting and gardening season are upon us. Napa Lawn and Garden batteries are 10% off at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Springtime also brings the rain, and your Napa Parts store has Trico wiper blades on sale at $16 a pair. Similar savings on Rain-X and Napa wiper blades. Many Armor All products are on sale to keep it clean, as well as Blaster Penetrant, White Lithium Grease, and Industrial Strength Silicone Lubricants. Savings good until the end of the month and 7 days a week at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply, off Missouri Avenue.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football.
Basketball is my game.
But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert is the pizza during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Try Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard. Looking for a great career? Domino's Pizza St. Robert is hiring all positions. Apply online at jobs.dominos.com.
Waynesville heading back to the plate here. New inning, top of the third. But they now trail this one to Hillcrest 3-1. Again, Waynesville out hitting Hillcrest today, 2 hits to 1, but the errors have certainly hurt Waynesville today. But again, still plenty of baseball left to be had. We are at the top of the order here. At the plate now, that is going to be Jackson Goforth. He's going to take one off the shoe here and head on down to first. So good to see Goforth back in the game here. Again, had to come out in that previous half inning after getting swiped, but he will head on down over to first here. So base runner aboard, sends a tying run to the plate, at this moment at least, Carson Sutphin. First pitch here to Sutphin. Hard fly ball out to center. However, it's going to be right at the center fielder, Lewis. Puts it in the glove here. No. Yep. Held it in there long enough for out number 1. Briefly dropped it, but they said he held on to it long enough there. So that's a fly out to Sutphin. 1 out now. Goforth hangs out over on first here. Now is Ethan Heberling. Heberling today 1 for 1 with an RBI. He put Waynesville out in front here. Pickoff throw to first. But Goforth is back. An RBI double. His first appearance today. Now the first pitch to the left-handed hitter. Ground ball over to first. They'll make the force over at first. Now a throw to second. Nope, going to hold on to it. They'll just get the force over there at first. 2 down. So Heberling's put away here. Goforth moves on over to second. And now settling in, designated hitter, Isaac Martinez. It's Martinez, 0 for 1, flew out to left. His first time up. Waiting on that first pitch. Here it is. Breaking ball dropped in there, strike 1. Definitely took a lot out of it that time. But Martinez let it go by. So 0-1 here. Now a line drive down the right field line. If it's fair, it's trouble, and it is. They're going to round third here. Goforth going to try to score. He'll be in there easily. And Waynesville cut the deficit back to 1 here, 3-2. RBI single for the designated hitter. Martinez cuts into the lead here. See if they can get a little more here with 2 outs. Now up, Hunter Althusius. Before that, we'll have a pinch runner here for Martinez. Set to run now. That'll be Braylon Scott. So Scott will run here. Most likely putting a little bit of speed out there with 2 outs. In case Althusius can catch one here. Althusius 0 for 1. Swinging away first pitch, ground ball over to second. They'll have the force at second base. They'll throw it over to first. They'll get 4 outs. But that'll end the inning. So they'll pull 2, but only needed 1. That ends Waynesville's top of the third. But not before they can pick up a run. RBI single for Isaac Martinez. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. Bottom of the third we go. Again, 3-2. Still in favor of Hillcrest, but you're listening to Tiger Baseball here on Z102.3.
Is your doctor unavailable? Are you sick but can't make it to your provider's office or walk-in clinic? Not feeling well while traveling? Access on-demand care 24/7 with the Phelps Health Key Care video visit. Video visits are a great option to treat a wide range of minor medical issues, including allergies, colds, sore throats, sprains, strains, and more. Visit phelpshealth.org to get care now.
Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville is more than a dealership. It's where your Chevy journey begins. From the bold and powerful Silverado, the sleek sophistication of the Malibu, to the dependable Equinox, Lowe Chevrolet has the vehicle to unleash your thrill of driving. Plus, when you choose Lowe Chevrolet, you're not just getting a car, you're getting a family. Your journey begins at Lowe Chevrolet. Online at lowechevy.com and off I-44 at exit 156 in Waynesville.
Bottom of the third here in Springfield, Dick Birmingham Field. Here at Hillcrest High School, 3-2 is our score. Waynesville able to get a run back, but still need 1 more here. First up, need to keep Hillcrest off the board themselves here. Kenneth Connor Harmon, Z102.3. Leading things off here will be Jaden Brown. 6, 7, and 8 to come up here for the Hornets in this half inning. First pitch, missed outside here, 1-0. Another burst of wind here, swing and a miss by Brown that time, 1-1. This wind is brutal when it comes about. Again, like I said, when the sun is out and there's not a whole lot of wind here, it's a foul ball, line drive, 1-2. When the wind is not blowing, it's not the worst out here. Then I'll pick up for a solid moment and send a shiver down my spine. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch from Heberling. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Heberling will find his second strikeout of the game. First one to generate an out. Of course, had that drop third strike in the second inning. And with 1 away, here's Hunter Bassard.
Now batting, 0-0. Designated hitter, Hunter Broussard.
Broussard 0 for 1. Taking a first pitch strike here. He grounded out 6-3 to start out that second inning. Getting his second look here. Here's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Heberling working quickly, getting into a favorable count here. Now the 0-2. Swung on, miss, strike 3. How about back-to-back strikeouts now for Heberling? Strikeout number 3 overall. And with 2 away and nobody on, left fielder Harrison Parkin. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. There we go. Now I know the lyrics. It's a great choice. But he stands in for the second time. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. If you know me, you listened into Waynesville baseball last year. I geek out over that stuff. So it's important to me. Swing and a miss here for strike 2. Heberling just simply making a miss here in the bottom of the order. Has a chance to strike out the side. No balls, 2 strikes. Heberling working out of the windup. And the pitch. Inside that time, 1-2. Didn't have a chance at the immaculate inning. Of course, Brown, I believe, wasn't an 0-2 count to Brown. Well, an immaculate inning goes beyond that. Here's the next 1-2. High that time, 2-2. It's got to be 9 pitches. I believe we had 4 pitches in that inning opening at bat. Not really important anymore. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Heberling strikes out the side. A very quick bottom of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors. And nobody left on base. Top of the 4th coming up here in Springfield. Waynesville still needs to tie this one up. They trail 3-2. You're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Tax Pros and More, with locations in St. Robert, Richland, Lebanon, and Jefferson City, offers everything you need to start your brand new business. Don't be afraid of being a sole proprietorship and starting your own company, because you can always grow and hire later. The experts at Tax Pro and More are here to help answer any questions and make the transition extra smooth. Tax Pros and More also specializes in tax return filing, planning, bookkeeping, and financial statement analysis for your business, as well as other payroll services. Call us today and we can help. 573-451-2229.
Action Automotive in St. Robert is your locally owned and operated full-service mechanic shop, offering affordable same-day services, oil changes starting at $55. Local owners Evan and Caitlin York want to earn your business. Call or stop by today. They can get your vehicle fixed and back on the road in no time. Action Automotive Services, located at 128 April Drive. Call 336-8875. Next to Best Friends Animal Hospital. Action Automotive, proud to service the Pulaski County Ambulance and Fire District.
1-run game as we enter the top half of the 4th. Waynesville trails 3-2, but very good bottom of the 3rd. Ethan Heberling striking out the side. All Waynesville needs to do now is just push another run across. We'll see if they can do it. It is the bottom half of the order coming up here, 6, 7, and 8 to start. Here's Justin Zuber. Zuber swinging away first pitch, but he fouls it off to the left here, 0-1. Zuber grounded out to the pitcher last time up. Of course, we're in the middle of a break. Swung away on the first pitch of the inning. This time, though, going to get a little bit of air time. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive sent out towards center field. That one's going to get down. That one's going to get by. That one's going to roll all the way up to the fence here. It's going to be extra bases for Zuber. He will settle in here at second with a leadoff double. So there is your potential tying run here. Standing over at second now. It's now up to Waynesville to try to bring him around. So Zuber aboard, and that brings us now to right fielder Cody Cullen. Cullen, 0 for 1 today. He reached on an error last time up. Hillcrest's one and lone error today, committed by the third baseman Pyle. First pitch inside here, 1-0. Waynesville, unfortunately, leading in the error department tonight, but they are also leading in the hits department. Now need to just lead in the runs department. Here's a line drive out towards center field now. That one's going to get down. Zuber's going to take off for third. He's going to get in there safely. It's runners at the corners now. Had to hold up to wait and see if that one would be caught or not. But as soon as it dropped, Zuber was able to head on over to third. Cullen has himself the single. And in an RBI opportunity, here's Luke Cassidy. So Cassidy back to the plate here. 0-1 with a strikeout. First pitch, too low. Briefly gets away from Miller behind the plate, but able to pick it back up here. Count simply goes to 1-0. Relatively decent-sized backstop here. But the turf means it will bounce quickly. Pickoff throw to first. But Cullen will fall back on the bag here. Saw it earlier in the game. Ball came flying off the backstop. Was still able to move the run over to second at the time. But you're going to need one to kind of roll around, I think, to get you there. Cassidy squaring up to bunt, pulls it back now. Runner takes off for second. The fake throw, and they got him in a rundown. Going to try to slide back into the bag, and he's going to be thrown out. So Hillcrest will let the runner advance to second. The fake throw got Zuber to bite, and now Zuber will be sent back here. That's out number 1. It doesn't work often, but sometimes you can get somebody over-aggressive over there at third. Most teams will just kind of let you have that runner. But still a man in scoring position here. Now a high chopper, third base side. Bounces foul. So Cullen on second. Cassidy at the plate facing a 1-2 count. Mason Thompson here on deck. 2 singles to start the inning, or should I say 2 base hits. But in danger a little bit of wasting it. 1-2. Breaking ball. High that time here, 2-2. Across the plate a little too high that time. So even count here to Cassidy. Well, the next offering here from Miller. Same pitch, different result. That's called strike 3. Same pitch, but was able to bring it down enough to get the strike 3 called there. Strikes out Cassidy for the second time this game. Now there's 2 down. 2 down, runner still on second. Mason Thompson at the plate. Thompson grounded out to second his last time up. He's also 0 for 1. Swinging away on the first pitch. Missed it, though. 0-1. After Thompson, if the inning stays alive here, we go back to the top of the order. Jackson Goforth on deck. 0-1. Popped it up. Foul territory, though. Up and over our heads here. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch. 1 hops. Not far enough for Cullen to move on. Thompson does get a ball back on the count here, 1-2. Trying to avoid wasting those 2 leadoff base hits. Had runners at the corners with nobody out. Things have turned since then. Next pitch to Thompson here. Way high that time, above the head, 2-2. Two's on the board here. Top of the 4th. 3-2 our score. Miller fires. Breaking ball. Grounded ball. Third base side. But again, it hooks foul here. Stays alive, though. We'll have to see another pitch. Well, the next 2-2 now. Ground ball again towards second. Brown will scoop it up over to first, and in time for out number 3. So despite the 2 leadoff base hits, Waynesville will still trail into the bottom of the 4th in this one. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base. We're officially halfway through this one. And again, Waynesville still trails by 1 here at 3-2. We are back in 1 minute. You're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
If your heating and air exchange is not working properly, it might be time for an upgrade or an overhaul. AirServe Heating and Air in Waynesville is a full-service heating and air company. Allergy season is upon us, and AirServe offers indoor quality solutions. From the simple and efficient duct cleaning to replacing an old unit with an energy-efficient one. There's free estimates and financing options, so you know the cost before you start. Call 433-3613 or stop by the office at 505 Historic 66 in West Waynesville. AirServe in Waynesville, locally owned and operated by your neighbors.
You didn't think it would get this far. It was an innocent mistake. Your attorney will fix things eventually, but right now, you got a bigger problem. You need $5,000 to get out of jail, and you don't have a clue how to get it.
Angie Hale Bail Bonds. Compassionate, professional, and serving you 24/7. When legal trouble strikes, call 573-855-4733. That's 573-855-4733. Angie Hale Bail Bonds. Historic Route 66, Waynesville.
Bottom of the 4th now. Get officially halfway through this baseball contest. Waynesville trailing by 1 here to Hillcrest, 3-2. Waynesville getting 2 aboard with nobody out, but unfortunately weren't able to move them around. So, will need to try to continue to hang on here to this one-run deficit. They'll have to get to the top of the order, though. 9-1-2 coming up here for the Hornets of Hillcrest. Connor Harvey with you, Z102.3. Hopefully, first of 2 broadcasts this week. This will be our, hopefully, one and only one on the road this week. Again, wasn't originally supposed to be a game on the road. It was originally scheduled to be a Waynesville home game. But due to field conditions, back in Waynesville, playing this one today here at Dick Birmingham Field. So again, Turner Young at the plate here. Takes the first one outside for ball 1. Of course, on Thursday, Waynesville playing host to West Plains. So make sure you join us for that one. That'll also be a 4:30 start. Now there's a pitch way outside here, 2-0. Next week for you, 2 Frisco League matchups, Dixon and Crocker. Licking and Iberia. Those are the 2 I plan on at the moment. Of course, weather always notwithstanding. Here's a hard line drive. Trouble if it's fair, but it's foul. 2-1. About a foot to the left on the foul line out there in left field. So again, Young at the plate, Austin Miller on deck. After that, we'll see Ethan Lewis. 2-1 here, Heberling. Next pitch. Bit of a half swing, actually put it in play. Pelkey going to run it down, and we're going to have interference called here on the runner. So Pelkey trying to get to it, ends up running into the runner there. Interference will be called. And that means Young will be called out. So Young's put away, 1 out. And now Austin Miller is going to send a fly ball out towards center. That one's going to get down, though. It'll be a base hit. So first pitch to Miller. And he'll record his first base hit of the day. He'll reach base for the second time in this one.
Number 28, center fielder, Ethan Lewis.
So man aboard, 1 out. At the plate now, Ethan Lewis. First pitch to Lewis. Line drive over towards second, gets by Cassidy into center field. Out there to play it is Zuber. He'll get it back in, but now runners at first and second. Not really giving me a lot of time to talk about these guys. I was going to say Ethan Lewis, the player who put Hillcrest out in front. Now is back in the second inning, had a 2 RBI single. But he's got his second base hit of the day. And has put runners on second and first here with 1 out for third baseman Holton Pyle. So Pyle in here with a runner in scoring position. He's 0 for 1 today. Last time up, he walked. Squaring up to bunt, pulls it back, but the pitch is in there anyway. 0-1. Pyle grounded out to the pitcher back in the first. And again, walked in the second. Was left stranded eventually over at second. 0-1 now to the third baseman. Heberling fires, too low that time, 1-1. Heberling 4 strikeouts today. 4 strikeouts, 3 walks. He's not giving up an earned run yet. Again, the Airs have bit Waynesville early on, 1-1. Outside that time, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. And the next one, runner takes off, but it's a foul ball. Miller will have to head on back to second. That'll be strike 2, 2-2 now. Because that sun briefly pokes out from beyond the clouds. Suddenly got really bright over here. Still cold, but a little bit brighter now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, time called. Powell will step out. He'll quickly step back in, though, and we'll see if we get this 2-2 now. Here is the pitch. Foul it off. Caught just enough of it to stay alive here. And we'll get a second helping at 2-2. Heberling now going to step off. he'll readjust out there. By the way, Waynesville back to its normal defensive arrangement. Don't know if I mentioned that earlier. Goforth is back out there. 2-strike pitch. Line drive right above my head. All right. Of course, sitting right up against the net today. Knew that was always a possibility. Still 2-2. Third pitch at the count here. Another foul ball. That time it's off the mask of Pelkey. Good battle brewing here between batter and pitcher here. Eventually something's got to give. Everling working for that 5th strikeout here. Pyle looking for that first base knock. Or just trying to move those runners along. There is one out. 4th pitch at 2-2. Fly ball sent out towards center. High up there. Who's going to call it out there? It's going to be caught by Cassidy. And that'll be out number 2. A little bit of contact there between Zuber and Cassidy. But he's able to hang on, and that's the important thing. So Cassidy makes the grab. The runners hold up at first and second. But now Waynesville will have to get to the cleanup hitter here, Leighton Herman. Herman 0 for 1 today. He's definitely put bat to ball. Still hunting for that hit, though. Reached on an error on second in the first. Again, walked in the second. First pitch too low, 1-0. Again, it's Miller over on second, Lewis on first. Both of them singled to start the inning. But there are 2 outs. Next pitch. Fly ball right side. Drifting foul. Running after it is the right fielder Cullen, but he can't make the play. And we'll head on back here. That ball right up against the fence. Can't see well over there, but I think Cullen was just a little bit shy of being able to get over there. Long, long run from right. So 1 ball, 1 strike here. Again to the cleanup hitter, Herman. Next pitch here. Inside. Missed the corner that time, 2-1. Three to 2 our score. 2-1. That looked good. Called as such, 2-2. Hillcrest, 1 run in the first, 2 runs in the second. Waynesville picked up their runs in the first and third. And Waynesville out hitting the Hornets today, but the Hornets do hold the lead. 2-2. Haberling fires. Foul it off. Well over the trees over there. Another 2-2. On deck, Jackson Miller. In the hole right now, if we go any farther, Jaden Brown. 5th batter of the inning here. 4th batter in the lineup. Next 2-strike pitch. Almost offered up at the pitch in the dirt. Held up, though. 3-2. Full count here. Walk loads the bases. And again, 2 outs. Haberling out of the stretch, the pitch. Everybody runs. Yeah, guess that would be the situation. Ground ball left. I sound nonchalant. Foul ball. They'll be taking off with every pitch from here on out. Again, full count and 2 outs. That's just what you do. How about the next payoff pitch here? Here it comes. Too low, ball 4. And that loads them up. Another big spot in this ball game. Base is loaded, 2 outs. Man at the plate, pitcher Jackson Miller trying to help out his own cause. Miller 0 for 1. A walk in a ground out, and that pitch is going to hit him. And that's how you score the run. A pitch off the back of Miller, and that brings the runner home. 4-2 now in favor of Hillcrest. And that's going to bring Coach Wise out for a visit to the mound. So that is Hillcrest's first earned run of the game. And safe to say he earned it. Took it off the back there. But again, it comes back to those early errors. Waynesville was trailing without giving up a single earned run because of those 3 errors. Hate to harp on him, but those soft pop flies, those slow roller ground balls, you got to take care of them. Those plays, unfortunately, turn into mistakes or something of that sort. It's a little bit distracted midly. Coach Wise coming off the mound. It looks like it is going to stay Heberling for now. No change just yet here in the 4th. But he'll still need to find his way out of this one. Jaden Brown to the plate. 4-2 again our score. Hillcrest still very much a chance to extend upon the lead. First pitch to Brown here. In the dirt to the backstop it goes. Takes a hop, but the runner is going to be safe. 5-2. So the wild pitch will move Lewis home. And Waynesville trails here by 3. Second and third, both other runners advance. Next pitch, high chopper toward third. Played by Althusius over to first. Low throw, but Thompson does keep it in the glove. 4 out, number 3. Hillcrest adds another couple runs. 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors, and there were 2 runners left on base. So Waynesville, well, they'll have to do a little more work now. They trail 5-2 with 9 outs to work with. Top of the 5th when we come back. You're listening to Tiger Baseball here on Z102.3.
From short stacks to family memories, from cuddly companions to outdoor adventures, the Bank of Missouri is here for all of life's moments. As a local community bank, we work closely with our customers to understand their priorities and the changes that affect their finances. So whether you need us to be the bank of pancake breakfasts, the bank of new best friends, or the bank of fireside memories, the Bank of Missouri can help you live well, bank well.
They're ready for the spring turkey season at Post Pawn in the Gateway Shopping Center in St. Robert. And if you're not, stop by. Post Pawn has just what you need in the way of guns and ammo to bag that gobbler. And Post Pawn also has a nice supply of crossbows. You'll find hunting supplies like knives and arrows and new and used military clothing, rain and cold weather gear as well. Post Pawn still does transfer fees on guns shipped to Post Pawn or if you sell your firearm to another. They are your Pulsar and Rick's Thermal Scope headquarters and always offer 90-day layaway. For well over 50 years, Post Pawn has been the place to go for hunting supplies for all seasons, and they special order too. Post Pawn, more than just a first-rate pawn store, in the Gateway Shopping Center just outside the main gate of Fort Wood.
Top of the 5th here in this one. Of course, Connor Harbit here with you today. Z102.3. Waynesville now trailing 5-2. Another couple runs for Hillcrest in the bottom half of the 4th. But for Waynesville, you got the top of the order. 1, 2, and 3. You've got the hits, but now need the runs. 5 hits today. Pick up those 2 runs. Jackson Goforth at the plate. Hard ground ball to start, but Pyle has it. Throw across the diamond is a little high, but brought in by Askin for out number 1. So for the first time tonight, Goforth will be retired, this time 5-3. And that brings us to left fielder Carson Sutphin. Waynesville essentially 8 outs to work with now. Of course, 7-inning contest, as you do. First pitch to Sutphin, chased it way outside there, 0-1. Sutphin flew out to right in his first trip in the first, and flew out to center field back in the third, so he's 0-2. Next pitch, breaking ball high this time, 1-1. On deck, Ethan Heberling. Waiting in the wings here, Isaac Martinez. Next pitch, here's a hard hit line drive out towards center, but it is going to get down out there. Sutphin's going to round first. He was looking for 2, but going to hang up there. He'll just settle in for a single. Sent the ball to the outfield now 3 straight times, that time able to keep it down low enough to get down just in front of the center fielder Lewis out there. So runners aboard. That moves the tying run, into the on-deck circle here. How about Ethan Heberling? Right now that's represented by Martinez. Here's a ground ball, right side, but foul. 0-1. Heberling today is 1 for 2. In the first inning, an RBI double. In the third inning, he grounded out to first base unassisted. 0-1 here to Heberling. Dropped in the corner. Throw to first. Not going to be there, but it's an 0-2 count at the plate. Oh-2 here. Again, lefty versus lefty. Next pitch here from Jackson Miller. Stayed back on the breaking ball, but fouled it off to the left. Heberling waiting for that one. Almost waited a little bit too much. Sent it over the Waynesville dugout. Next 0-2. Again, that one going to be sent toward the center. They played the shift perfectly. Over to second for one, and over to first for the double play. They played the shift. Had a man right over second base. And Heberling hit it right to him for the 6-4-3 double play. So that will end Waynesville's top of the fifth and move us on in now to, well, the bottom of the fifth, with Waynesville still trailing by 3 here, 5-2. We're back in a little bit. You're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Security Bank of Pulaski County, locally owned and operated, vested in our communities. When you call, we answer. No automated voice. We care enough to talk to you. Security Bank offers online banking, mobile deposit and bill pay, person-to-person transfer, and secure checking plus business loans, commercial loans, SBA for veterans, and agricultural loans for livestock and crops. Security Bank of Pulaski County with 2 locations, 110 Lynn Street in Waynesville and 102 Carson Boulevard in St. Robert. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Bottom of the fifth incoming here in, almost said Waynesville. How about Springfield? Of course, we're here at Dick Birmingham Field in Springfield. 5-2 our score. Hillcrest leads Waynesville here in this one. Connor Harmon here with you today, Z102.3. Again, a cold Tuesday. The wind has certainly picked up over the last half inning or so. I'm shivering, I'm crying, my thumb is numb. But I'm happy to be here. Like I said, got the email at about 9:30 this morning. The game had been moved. Let's talk with Marv. He said, it's your call. And I said, you know what? Let's do it. Let's head on out. Of course, like I said, during the Lakeway game, mostly going to be covering just the home games this year. But still wanted to do this one, as it's been a while. Obviously, since we've seen the Waynesville baseball team in action. Had a couple of road games back-to-back after that Lakeway game, so wanted to get out here by any means necessary. But we are back to it here. Again, bottom of the fifth. 7, 8, and 9 coming up for Hillcrest. Hunter Bissard, first one to the plate here. Takes a first pitch fastball from Ethan Heberling. One went away. Ball 1. Heberling is still on the mound. He's worked through the first 4 innings. Now hits the corner here for a 1-1 count. He's given up 5 runs, 3 hits. Only 2 of those runs earned, by the way. So it's been a solid outing for Heberling when it's all said and done. 1-1. That one probably didn't miss by much, but it's going to be called low here, 2-1. Bissard, Parkin, Young. 3 batters up for the Hornets. Now the 2-1. Swing and a miss here, 2-2. Other than those runs, Heberling has picked up 4 strikeouts today. He's walked 4. And he's hit 1 batter. Unfortunately, that hit Batman led to an RBI. Next pitch. Going inside here. Full count to start this inning here, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. nobody away. Leadoff batter of the inning. Outside, ball 4. Walk number 5 given up here by Heberling. And Hillcrest has a leadoff base runner. So, with Bassard aboard, here comes Harrison Parkin. Parkin 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts today, but did reach base on the first strikeout. Looking to bunt here, missed it. Throw down to first. Tag is going to be there in time. Got him. And they caught Bassard leaning a little bit too heavy over there. Again, they were just trying to lay down the sacrificial bunt, it looked like. Instead, it turns into an out here for Waynesville. Bassard put away. 0-1 count here to Parkin. Good throw from Pelkey behind the plate. Great tag from Thompson as well. Next pitch, fouled off. And we go 0-2. So Heberling, good count here, 0-2. And now 1 away, base is empty. Next pitch here, soft ground ball, first base side, but foul. Thompson will scoop it up just to the left of the bag out there. We'll do it again 0-2. Again, big thanks to our sponsors. Made it through the cycle twice today. Very proud of myself. Here's the 0-2. That one bounces off home plate. Popped it up. We'll go 1-2. Again, turf here in Hillcrest. At least in the infield. Time dug it in there. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Heberling will strike out Parkin for the 3rd time today. 5th strikeout overall. And there's 2 down. 2 down now for Turner Young. Heberling's definitely had more success today with the bottom of the lineup, as you might expect. But he's got himself the strikeout. First pitch, though, to Turner Young's called low, ball 1. Of course, 2 runs in the bottom of the lineup. Parkin and Young, although, by all intents and purposes, they should have been out. Here's a line drive to left field. Maybe shouldn't have said anything. Fortunately, I cursed that one again here. It's a single for Young. So Young will reach base here. And with 1 aboard and 2 outs, it's Austin Miller. 4th hit of the day for the Hornets. And again, Miller stands at the plate. He's 1 for 3 today. First pitch to Miller, fouled off to the right. Miller reached on an error out in center field. Back in the first, later scored and tied up the game. Then the second, got another look at it, popped up to the pitcher. Very soft pop-up, but a pop-up nonetheless. I believe he was trying to bunt. Oh, 1 pitch that time, inside, 1-1. 3rd inning, or should I say 4th inning, Miller singled and later scored. Next pitch, inside once more, 2-1. He scored on the hit by pitch. That 2-run 4th for Hillcrest, our latest runs, that gave the Hornets the 5-2 lead. 2-1 now. Next pitch. Line drive out into left field. That one gets down. Back-to-back base hits here for Hillcrest. Puts runners on first and second. So Young will move up a bag here and bring us once again to what has been the most effective bat today for Hillcrest and Ethan Lewis. So we'll see if Waynesville can kind of exercise the demons here and get by Lewis. He's 2 for 3 today. Started out in the first modestly enough, a ground out, 6-3. 2 RBI single back in the second. Half swing, that's going to ground down the first base line. Thompson, his foot on the bag, scoops it up for out number 3. So there you go, a little bit anticlimactic there. But that will get Waynesville out of the 5th. No runs, 2 hits. No errors, 2 runners left on base for Hillcrest in the 5th. Let's move on to the 6th. Waynesville still trailing by 3. It's 5-2. You're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The dealership everyone loves doing business with, and that's Seeger Toyota of St. Robert, having the all-new Tacomas arriving daily. And a low-rate story you will love, beginning with new Tundras that come with a rate-killing incentive of 2.25% for 48 months, 4.75% for 60 months on 24 Highlanders, RAV4s, Corollas, and Camry gas models. 55 years of experience means you can count on Seeger to take care of both you and your car. Seeger Toyota of St. Robert next to Walmart or 24/7 at SeegerToyota.net.
With approved credit through TFS, Pro Model not included.
Well, time for the top of the sixth here at Dick Birmingham Field in Springfield. Here at Hillcrest High School, 5-2 still our score. Hornets out in front. Waynesville able to keep Hillcrest off the board in the fifth, but still need to generate some runs. They've put base runners on. They just haven't been able to score too much tonight. The one run in the first, the one run in the third. Well, still plenty of time to pick up three here. 6 outs to work with in essence. You got your middle of the lineup coming here in this half inning. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 coming up to the plate, starting with the man responsible for one of those runs, Isaac Martinez. Again, it is Connor Harbert today with you, Z102.3, as it will be all baseball season. First pitch missed outside to Martinez, 1-0. Next pitch, taken on the corner that time, 1-1. Martinez flew out to left in his first appearance. RBI single, though, in the third. So he's working on a 1-for-2 day. 1-1 now. Line drive, sent out toward right. That does get by. Man, my depth perception needs some work, but it does still sneak through. It's a base hit from Martinez. Waynesville's fifth ended on a double play. But Martinez does get aboard here to start out the inning. Again, I'm sitting ground level today. So I see these balls come off the bat, and it looks like they're going a lot further. They actually end up going. It is what it is. A hit's a hit. Ground ball, line drive. Here's Hunter Althusius. Fly ball. That one's definitely going out toward right. Maybe playable out there. Sliding after it is the right fielder Young. He can't hang on. That's going to be a fair ball, though. And they'll get the force over at, well, they'll get the lead runner. They did get the force over at second. Althusius, meanwhile, will be safe over at first. Ball was dropped out and right. Turner Young trying to slide into it. Wasn't able to make the catch. But again, Martinez had to hang around over at first to make sure the ball wasn't caught. Kind of nothing you could do about that play. But Martinez is forced out at second. Althusius will take over for him over at first. Give Althusius a single. Can't charge an error on that play. Now here's another line drive out toward right center. This one could be trouble. Another try at the diving stop. That one does get down as well. Rounding second is Althusius. Meanwhile, they're going to try to send him to score. Here comes the play at the plate. No, they're going to turn their attention over to second. They get the out. They'll trade the run for out number 2. So Althusius will score on the play. Can't take that away from Justin Zuber. But you can tag him out over at second. So Waynesville cuts the deficit to 2 here, but are now down to 4 outs. He'll still get an RBI single, however. 4 again being tagged out at second. First pitch here to Cody Cullen. It's outside, ball 1. 5-3 now our score. Cullen today is 1 for 2. He's reached base twice, though, tonight. Reached on an error in the second. Singled in the fourth. 2-0 the count now. Another pitch missed the zone. Next one here from Miller. Swung on, missed, 2-1. On deck for Waynesville, if the inning continues on here, Luke Cassidy. And after that would be Mason Thompson. Again, base is empty here with 2 outs. 2-1. Another swing and a miss here. 2-2. Today, Miller, 3 strikeouts. 3 strikeouts, but no walks. 2-2. The next one here to Cullen. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that does end the inning. So an RBI single for Justin Zuber does at least get a run back. But we now know Waynesville will have 3 more outs to work with. It'll be do or die in the 7th. We'll just see how far that deficit is after the next half inning. 5-3, currently our score. You're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
113 years and still going strong. That's the Bank of Crocker, who opened their doors in 1911 when Crocker was a small railroad town. And while they're still a small town, banking services from the Bank of Crocker are as modern as any financial institutions in the big cities. Android and Apple mobile banking apps let you do your banking from anywhere around the globe. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is just a click away. They've also added branches in Waynesville, St. Robert, and Richland through the years. It's a world apart from what it was back in 1911, but the personal hometown banking service has not changed. The Bank of Crocker, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
What if you stepped out of the picture tonight? How would you want to be remembered? And who would make decisions about planning your funeral service? This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. We help families create meaningful services that respect and honor the memory of their loved one's life. At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, we offer our support and guidance when your family needs us the most.
Well, a pitching change for Waynesville as we enter the bottom of the 6th. Dylan Pelkey will come out from behind home plate. He will now stand on the mound. Of course, meanwhile, behind the plate, well, Ethan Heberling. So, you'll swap places here. Pitcher now catching, catcher now pitching. And we'll see what Dylan Pelkey can do here as he tries to keep this lead right where it's at. 5-3 in favor of Hillcrest. I say lead, well, it's more like a deficit right now here for Waynesville. So we'll see if Pelkey can keep it steady. So again, Waynesville will have a do-or-die top of the 7th. Have not been able to pick up more than 1 run at a time in this game, but they'll have to in the 7th. Right now would be 2 runs. Trying to keep it right there. They'll have to face, though, the exact middle of the lineup here. By exact, I mean 3, 4, 5. Starting here with Holton Pyle. Pyle is 2. Try that again here. How about 0 for 2? Pyle grounded out to the pitcher in the 1st. He walked in the 2nd. Popped out to the second baseman in the 4th. First pitch behind him. Second pitch inside still. 2-0. Able to keep it in front of him that time, but still 2-0. Next offering from Pelkey here. Caught the upper edge that time. 2-1. Next pitch from Pelkey, working very quickly here. That time caught the inner half. From 2-0, and we go to 2-2. Pelkey works quickly. We're ready to pitch as soon as he steps on the rubber. From the windup, 2-strike pitch. Too high that time, 3-2. Only 5 pitches here, and it feels like I haven't even caught my bearings yet. How about the payoff pitch? Swing. Fly ball. Headed off towards short, backing up on it. That is going to be Goforth, makes the catch out number 1. If I say fly ball today, assume it's a pop fly. Unless you hear otherwise. That one's handled by Goforth, 4 out number 1. Bringing us again to Leighton Herman. Herman up once more. He's going to hit the first pitch out towards center field. Fly ball, that one's definitely caught out there in the outfield. Justin Zuber underneath for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here for Waynesville. Now just need to pick up that 3rd out and don't worry about the bats. Trying to get through here. How about Jackson Miller? Miller swinging away first pitch. Fouls it off to the left. 0-1. Miller is 0 for 1 with an RBI today. Was hit by a pitch in the 4th to generate that RBI. 0-1 here, taking it high, 1-1. Other than that today, Miller walked in the first and grounded out. 6-3 in second. One strike pitch, one hop to the plate that time, 2-1. Two balls, one strike. Pelkey still working from the windup here. Next pitch, looking for the outside corner that time. Didn't get it. 3-1. On deck here, Jaden Brown. (3-1). Not sure where that one missed, but it is going to be ball 4. So Miller will draw the dreaded 2-out walk. See if Pelkey can work around it. Maybe focus on the batter here. That would be, again, at this point, Jaden Brown. Brown 0 for 3. A line out, ground out, strikeout. This one he's going to pop up. I'm going to lean slightly to the right. This one's going to stay in, though. Caught by Heberling for out number 3. That one was right up against me there, but Heberling will make the catch, and he'll end the inning. So, do or die for Waynesville in the top of the 7th. They'll need 2 to tie, 3 to take the lead. We'll see if they can get it done when we come back. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base. Back in a moment. You're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
At Ed Morris Ford in St. Robert, we've got your back when it comes to saving money on vehicles. That's because we have outstanding deals and a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Cars, trucks, SUVs, they're all priced to move today. Get big cash rebates and low financing that will save you thousands. Plus, you'll get the best customer service possible. To save big, make it by Ed Morris Ford in St. Robert or visit edmorrisfordstrobert.com and get backed by Morris today.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
For a free insurance review,
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your shelter insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your shelter insurance agent in Richland.
3 outs to work with here for Waynesville. We're in the top of the 7th. They trail by 2 here to Hillcrest. 5-3 our score. 8, 9, and 1. Set to bat here for Waynesville. Going to need some strong hitting from the bottom of the lineup first before eventually getting around to that top side here. Jackson Miller still on the mound here. Swinging a miss on the first pitch of the at-bat. It's 0-1. 3 runs, 9 hits today for Waynesville. All 3 of those runs earned. But unfortunately, the errors on the defensive side put Waynesville up against the wall here. Ground ball over to short. Herman has it. Hard throw across over to first. That's out number 1. Waynesville down to 2 outs. So Cassidy retired, 6-3. Bringing us here to Mason Thompson. Thompson's 0 for 2, 2 groundouts. Grounded out to second twice today. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Again, Jackson Miller looking for the complete game. You have to see a pitching change on the Hillcrest side of things. Here's a swing and a miss on the pitch in the dirt here, 0-2. Thompson just needs to find a way to get aboard here. 0-2. Next pitch from the left-hander Miller. That time lays off the pitch low, 1-2. Again, Jackson Goforth is on deck. The last guaranteed hitter Waynesville has. Next pitch, foul it off. Stays alive here, will stay 1-2. After that, it's just bonus here for the Tigers. Carson Sutphin, Ethan Heberling, Isaac Martinez. Some big names there, but you got to get to them. 1-2. Ground ball, third base side that time. Pyle has it. Throw to first. In time, Waynesville down to its final out. So 2 groundouts to start the inning means Waynesville's backs are against the wall here. Need to find 2 runs without picking up an out. Base is empty. but you're top of the order here. So, again, your first one up here, first last chance. That's Jackson Goforth. 1 for 2. First pitch to Goforth. Misses outside, ball 1. Goforth led off the game with a single in the first. He later score on the RBI double for Ethan Heberling later on. It's hit by a pitch in the third. Grounded out 5-3 in the fifth. Next pitch takes it down the middle here, 1-1. Even count here, 1 ball, 1 strike. Waynesville down to its final 2 strikes. Next pitch from Miller. Swung on, ground ball left side, but foul. And Waynesville down to its final strike. Expand the zone, swing at anything close. Can't end this game strikeout looking. Need to be swinging the bat here. 1-2 count. The pitch from Miller. Ground ball back up the middle. Played on a hop by the second baseman Brown. Throw to first, and this one's over. Waynesville will fall here in Springfield tonight, 5-3. Waynesville put bat to ball, but unfortunately just couldn't get the runs they needed here tonight. They will fall again to Hillcrest 5-3. We'll do what we always do. We will take ourselves a couple minutes. We will come back. We'll wrap this one up. And we'll get you all set up for Thursday. But for now, Waynesville does drop this one 5-3. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball here on Z102.3.
Appliances. If you're needing appliances, come by Paul's Furniture. We've got the big name brands like Frigidaire, Maytag, Amana. They're all in stock and ready to go. Even the big box stores will make you wait weeks and weeks and weeks to get your appliances. We've got them here in stock, ready to go with free delivery and setup. If you're needing appliances, come by Paul's Furniture. We've got the big name brands like Frigidaire, Maytag, Amana. They're all in stock and ready to go. Even the big box stores will make you wait weeks and weeks and weeks to get your appliances. We're known for great deals in furniture. We've got great deals in appliances as well.
Make sure you're comfortable year-round. At Rivard Heating and Cooling, we offer a Comfort Club Climate Control System warranty plan to keep your system up and running at its best. Receive a heating and cooling tune-up and cleaning twice per year for one low cost. Sign up now and make sure your AC is working at its best before those hot and humid Missouri days arrive. We are not comfortable until you are. Rivard Heating and Cooling, an independent American Standard heating and cooling air conditioning dealer. 417-531-3551 or go online rivardheatingandcooling.com.
Lawn and garden batteries are on sale because grass cutting and gardening season are upon us. Napa Lawn and Garden batteries are 10% off at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Springtime also brings the rain, and your Napa Parts store has Trico wiper blades on sale at $16 a pair. Similar savings on Rain-X and Napa wiper blades. Many Armor All products are on sale to keep it clean, as well as Blaster Penetrant, White Lithium Grease, and Industrial Strength Silicone Lubricants. Savings good until the end of the month and 7 days a week at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply, off Missouri Avenue.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football.
Basketball is my game.
But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert is the pizza during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Try Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard. Looking for a great career? Domino's Pizza St. Robert is hiring all positions. Apply online at jobs.dominos.com.
Well, back here once more at Dick Birmingham Field here in Springfield. This one in the books. Unfortunately, Waynesville falls tonight. They lose to the Hillcrest Hornets. Final score in this one, 5-3. Connor Harbin here with you today, Z102.3, as Waynesville, well, you played solid for most of the game today. Unfortunately, several defensive mistakes very early on in this game ultimately doom you in this one. We'll go ahead and talk about that here in just a few moments, but again, just kind of wrapping this one up today. Waynesville falls to 2-3. Hillcrest improves to 2-6 on the season. As we take a look at some final lines here, Waynesville pick up 3 runs today on 9 hits. Waynesville out-hit Hillcrest here today, but in the field, Waynesville did commit 3 errors. Those 3 errors coming in the first, I believe, 2 innings of play. Put themselves down 3-1. And when you look at things, well, we'll actually get to that here in just a moment. 3 errors in the field, 3 left on base here in this one. When Waynesville did put runners aboard today, they did bring them around, although there were some base running mistakes as well. You got to think about Justin Zuber over at third being thrown off on the fake throw to second. Things like that. Small mistakes, they do add up, and in close games like this, they will certainly hurt you. But we take a look at Hillcrest, 5 runs on 5 hits today. Again, like I said, Waynesville out-hit the Hornets here today. They only had 1 error out in the field, though, left 10 runners on base. Now, some of those were due to the errors, but again, lots of walks, lots of errors. Things just kind of got out of hand today for Waynesville. Only 2 of those 5 runs were earned. So you take away those mistakes out in the field today. I mean, even in that second inning, you take a look at the 2-run second. Well, you had a ground out 6-3. You had a drop third strike. That should be out number 2. And then an error over at first. That leads to the inning continuing on. And so you should have, instead of maybe having a 1-2-3 inning, you let Hillcrest continue to bat. They eventually punish it. Ethan Lewis, the 2 RBI single. Hillcrest takes the lead that they would never lose in that game. So hopefully Waynesville can clean that on up. Again, we will see the Tigers hopefully at home on Thursday. I believe the field will be nice and shiny. I don't think we have any rain in the forecast for the next couple of days, so that one very much should be over in Waynesville. Waynesville will play host to the Zizzers. Don't know a lot about West Plains this year, but we will certainly be expecting another tough team. Always tough teams when it comes to the Ozark Conference. Players to stand out today. Again, Ethan Heberling does take the loss, but you got to give him a shout out. Pitched pretty darn good today. The walks were certainly a problem. Gave up 5 of them today. Still goes 5 innings, 5 runs, 5 hits, 5 strikeouts, 5 walks. And again, just the 2 earned runs. Ken Jackson Miller goes the complete game in this one. He earns the win. 7 innings, 3 runs, 9 hits, 4 strikeouts, no walks. And again, all 3 of those runs were earned. Waynesville had to work for their runs here today. Players, of course, Waynesville at the plate. How about... you got to give a shout out to Jackson Goforth. He represents 2 of the runs today. At the plate, went just 1 for 3, but still had that leadoff single that led to the run. Ethan Heberling had the RBI double. And then, of course, Isaac Martinez and Justin Zuber also had RBI singles on the day. So, again, Waynesville falls to 2-3. I will see you on Thursday. But for now, I think we're ready to wrap this one up. I'm very cold. My hand is completely numb. I need to pack this one up and get in my warm car. But for Dan back in the studio, I am Connor Harvitt. Hope you enjoyed listening to this one as much as I enjoy bringing it to you here tonight. Until Thursday, you've been listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball here on Z102.3. Good night, everybody. Be good people.
You've been listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball on 102.3 FM as the Tigers make their way through the spring sports season through the Ozark Conference against the Frisco League and more. Tiger Baseball brought to you by the Bank of Crocker, Memorial Chapels of Waynesville, St. Robert, and Richland, and Morris Ford, Security Banks of Pulaski County, Shelter Insurance Agents Dave Holland in Richland and John Gregory at Crocker, Paul's Furniture, St. Robert Auto Supply, the Marys County Bank, Domino's Pizza of St. Robert, Phelps Health, Lowe's Chevrolet, and Ramard Heating and Cooling. That's it for this time. Until next time.